Hello everyone, it's Olumayowa Victor Ogunshola from iDPS. iDPS means I diagnose and proffer solutions. Today's video will be very useful for students all over the world, irrespective of what you study. Also for industry professionals, irrespective of the industry that you might be working in. Also, if you're an entrepreneur, today's video will be very useful for you. This is because today I talk about leadership and power. I'm going to be talking about the different sources of power used by leaders. Before I continue, let's define leadership. Leadership can be defined as the ability to influence and inspire others. That's what leadership is. Yeah? What about power? Power is about capacity, and power is about ability. A capacity to do something or ability to execute something, you could say. So what is the relationship between leadership and power? As you can see on the board, the sources of power used by leaders are actually 5 different sources. Let's start with the first one. The first one could be known as reward power. This is the ability for leaders to reward employees, in this case, or followers, who do the right things. Remember, I've always said doing the right things is about effectiveness. Doing things right is about efficiency. So if your leader thinks that you are effective and you are efficient, then they can reward you because they think you have done you've done things according to plan, and that would be reward power. Okay, it says here, if you do what I ask, I give you a reward. The second type of power could be coercive power. And coercive power, unlike reward power, is when leaders punish those who do not deliver. Okay, so it could be at work, it could be in any kind of professional setting. If you don't deliver, then the leader has the ability to punish you. Let's look at what that says. Coercive power. If you don't do what I ask, I'll punish you. You can already link that to other theories in management. Douglas McGregor's theory X and Y. Theory Y workers are those who are already motivated and like what? They can be rewarded by the leaders. The leaders have the power to reward them. And for the theory X workers, who are seen to be lazy workers, who do not like work, the leader can be coercive and punish them. Let's go to the third kind of power, which is legitimate power. This is simply saying that leaders have that power position, because leaders have that power because of their position, because of the position that they occupy. That's why they have such authority. Position power. Because I am your boss, you must do what I ask. Simply because of position. Okay. We have 2 more types of power. One of them is the expert power. And expert power simply means that your leader has the power because they are qualified, they have experience, and they are well educated in what they do. Let's look at that. Expert power as a source of special knowledge and information in a particular area. The last type of power is called reference power. Leaders have reference power because they have an air of charisma around them, and everybody loves to be with them. When they go into a room, they are able to carry everybody along, and everybody gives them some kind of respect, and that's why you have reference power as a person with whom others like to identify. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the relationship between power and leadership. 5 types. Again, I summarize here. Reward power, you can reward your employees, you can reward your followers. Coercive power, you can punish them if they don't do what you ask of them. I'm not saying that is right, but that's what it means. Reference power is the power of charisma. Everybody wants to be with you. Legitimate power is the power of position. So you have an authority, and based on that authority that you have the capacity to lead others. And the last one is expert power, because you have some qualification or you have some knowledge. Thank you very much. You know that we always like to get feedback. If you think that was useful or you've learned something, please send us an email at info@idpsconsults.com. We'd like to hear from you. You can also visit our website www.idpsconsults.com, and you can send us a message on how we can serve you better. We want to educate the world. You know that I will not go until I talk about my passion, and my passion is that Africa must develop. Therefore, I say, are you an African in any part of the world? Keep doing everything to promote African unity and keep doing everything to make sure that Africa must develop. This is where it comes to an end in this particular video. Therefore, in English language, I'd like to say thank you very much. Dutch language from the Netherlands, I'd like to say thank you all. Yoruba language from Nigeria, West Africa, I'd like to say Esheo. Bye.